welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Look out, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Safe little shovel pass. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best
He's trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd-and-goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And man, it's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds his man. It's Haas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's dribbling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More count. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the line.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Rebels! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score Mississippi State 14, Ole Miss 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Shapen. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Mosley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run the sneak for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Trying to bully their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Booth.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Under fire.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice productive run.
Snap the ball thinking about, make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive start. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Off the play fake. The short hands, it's dribbling. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Snagged in the middle, it's Haas. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got it in the middle. It's dribbling. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air, it's Shapen. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The sure hands, it's Wallace. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Got his man on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So now it's second and long. Pulls it in. It's Mosley. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They booted away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good timing on the quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stribling. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. They're working that left side. Reaches into the bag and moves and finds his way up to the 31.
A again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Shapen. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Traore. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Grab behind the line, it's Williams. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for space, it's Lacey. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Traore. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down.
38. Coming up, fourth down.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got it behind the line. It's dribbling. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Your game
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Gonna run it. It's Diggs. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. With the catch, it's Lee. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for room, it's Booth. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
It's a draw. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's dribbling. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Split backs here. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Gives it on the option. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. That's caught. It's Stribling. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lee. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I am sure this coaching staff on offense thought if we get a 4th down, we can use our speed on an option play, take the pitch, and pick up the first. But they underestimated the speed this defense has and their tenacity. Great job rallying to the pitch guy, creating a huge turnover on downs. Big play for the defense.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Finding open areas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Shapen. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work into play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's dribbling. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's dribbling. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Haas. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Pulls it in. It's high. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Diggs. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Diggs. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.